All right, yo, it's your boy DJ Akademiks here. Finally here with the man. I had to pull up on you, bro. I had to make sure you're good, bro.
Yeah, man.
You,
Yeah,
you had a recent health scare.
yeah.
How everything going with you, man?
Everything good, man. I know I was like in 4 different countries in 1 week. Tried to turn up for my birthday.
Yeah.
At least I got a story to tell my kids. Like, you ain't no motherfucking rock star unless you turn up for your birthday and end up in ICU.
Well, like especially like a day like today, rest in peace of Juice. Like people,
Yeah.
we're seeing a lot of entertainers go through some close calls,
Mm-hmm.
get hospitalized, and shoot, he even passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Fans instantly think like, yo, what, we see him, like he might be off drugs, this and third. They were saying that about you.
Yeah.
Like what really happened?
Um, well, I was exhausted. You know what I'm saying? I always pushing myself to the limit since 2003 when we started Cocaine City DVDs. I don't remember myself taking a real vacation. I just kept on pushing and pushing. It ain't no drug. We've been drinking. Me and Max, we've been turned up since we started. It ain't about no turn up. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like I was doing too much. Going to 4 different countries on the other side of the world in 1 week is already pushing yourself. And it was my birthday, so I turned up. Then I went to Africa. I took my mother there after her being here with me for 28 years. See, a lot of people don't know that story. It's like, my mother like ain't see her brothers and sisters for like 28 years.
Yeah.
She sacrificed, so I could be French Montana. So when I went to Africa, she still got problems with my pops, and she didn't see her brothers and sisters for I mean, when you don't see nobody for 25 years, you basically don't know the person. So I wanted to make sure that I left her in the right hands. So I stayed with her. Then I had to go in the trenches with her just to see, because all people see out there in Africa is money. That's why nobody make it out. And I know that's the root of all evil. And I think I ate something bad. Somebody was trying to, over there, like I told you, like they don't got no guns over there. They fight with spirits and shit like that. So I just remember eating something bad and start hallucinating. And
So it's like food poisoning a little bit.
yeah, but in their own way. They call us hood over there. And that plus being in the 4 countries, plus my birthday turn up, by the time I got to the crib, I was all discombobulated. And I just remember waking up in the ICU. And
So you passed out.
Yeah, and the doctor, no, I didn't pass out. I remember police coming over to the crib for something. I don't remember what the reason was. But, I was just, the way my face looked, they was just like, yo, let us take you to the hospital. Because I was trying to turn up while I was looking crazy. So they took me, and doctor was like, yo, you could have died. I'm saying, like, you're too exhausted, you ain't got no water in your body, you're pushing yourself too hard. And I remember I slept for like 4 days in that hospital. Then I stayed there all the way until yesterday and I came out.
Were you really it's like you were in a coma and like that type of stuff scared
It
everyone.
was like I was in a coma walking. Basically, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? From the jet lags, from the exhausted from everything. You know what I'm saying? Then tried to drop an album.
Yeah.
Like, that was a suicide mission. So I ended up there and the rest was just me getting better and better and better. When I was there, the doctor was like, I could have died if I ain't come in there. And it was just, you know what I'm saying, pushing myself to that point, to that thin line. And then, I'm here now. They told me I gotta stay in the crib for like 4 weeks. That's why, you came through. I was like, nah, I gotta do my boy.
No, absolutely, man. Some people look at it though, right? And they're like, well, I mean, even if you're not doing it, you preaching it through the music,
Yeah.
You the Coke boys.
I mean, where we come from, we always looked at crackheads as cokeheads, and cokeheads as crackheads, and fiends was fiends that got anything to do with that powder. Because once you sell it, you see how it make people come back to you. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't coke boys because we were sniffing it. We was coke boys because we had to go through what we had to go through. It was a hurdle in our life that we had to do what we had to do. Mind you, I couldn't go to college after I played ball my whole life because I didn't have no papers. Once I got my scholarship, I still needed my papers. I couldn't get a job because I didn't have no social security. I was an immigrant. That's why I stand behind the kids that's doing the DACA program. I was an immigrant for over a decade. So when you can't go to school and you can't get a job because you have no, you're basically an alien. You're alienated. You isolated from the fruits of labor, everything that the land of dreams can offer you. So basically, it's like you're still back in Africa. And us hustling was for us to get a better opportunity. It wasn't like it was the cool thing to do to rap about it. It was life or death. It's either I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna go to this chicken spot where my mother's sacrificing for me, working 18 hours for $100 a day. One day I walked into the back just to visit her when she was working, coming out of school. She in the back praying and crying. And I'm like, this shit gotta stop, because if it don't kill me, it's gonna kill my mother. So
Yeah.
I was kind of forced to hustle. So when we started doing it, it wasn't a cool thing to do, and that's why we used the Cocaine City. Cocaine City, Coke Boys, is creation of kings everywhere. When I say that, it's like, if I write Church Boys, people gonna laugh. Nobody gonna look at it.
Mm.
Cocaine City, as soon as people see it, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is in this? So we doing something wrong for the right reasons. And when I did Cocaine Cities, I basically knew the real drug dealers. And I used to put the real drug dealers after they come out of jail in the beginning. And I used to put the rappers, they used to rap about drugs. And I used to tell you, this what you gotta go through.
Yeah.
So it was also a message when I was doing it. It was drugs on music. So when we got the fucking the Pee Wee Kirklands, the Boy George from the Bronx, all the stories that we got, it was, you see what happened to this guy. See, you ready for all that jail time?
Yeah.
You ready for all it? And here's the rappers that's still rapping about it. And Lord knows, out of 16 DVDs we came out with, every DVD had different artists, except for the legends. People would come one year, out the next year. And 1 year, out the next year. You know what I'm saying? And it became this. What's going on now? People don't even remember who was in the game last year.
Mm. So like, just really wrapping up, the health, because we concerned as fans when I see it, I'm like, yo, we can't, like, I always say that anytime I see a entertainer get hospitalized. Is it like anything lifestyle wise, like going forward after the
it is
4 weeks, like that you might
it is lifestyle
tone down on or like change up a bit?
Because it's like this, right? What I learned in life is my own experience. You could put every drug in the world together. Stress will kill you faster than that, right? Stress is the #1 killer, right? Now, you talk about going in the club to perform. You got a nigga drunk out his mind with contracts in the middle of the club, screaming in your ear, drunk, try to do a deal in the middle of the club. That won't stress you out? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain shit that I got used to doing drunk, and I could just brush it right off. You know what I'm saying? And just do it. Like, every year I made more money than last year. There wasn't no year where drugs took control of me. There was no year where alcohol took control of me. Like I knew what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I did it for a long time. And I never stopped. I never took breaks. You know what I'm saying? 2 decades of turning up, living a real rock star life, none of that fake shit, and been around the realest of the realest. Of course, it's gonna come to a point where, I mean, all of us look at that lifetime vacation. You wanna work hard while you're still young. Observe your body. So one day when you wanna say you wanna quit, you done saved enough money to be like, fuck all this shit and dip out. Your family taken care of. You go away to an island somewhere or buy an island somewhere. But it caught up to me before my plan ended.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I turned down $300,000 show. I never did that before in my life.
Yeah.
I made $1 million on my birthday. That was my first $1 million show. I made like $300,000 after that. Then I had another $300,000 show. I couldn't even make it there. That's what I said. Nah, this can't be happening. You know what I'm saying? How much I lost? About $1 million and change just out of it. But guess what? When I stopped, everything stopped. I didn't even get to spend the money I've been stacking.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So God sometimes, like, He gonna put you on your knee to let you know, like, there ain't nothing promised. Don't count money from next week.
That's facts. But now you're at a point where it's not even though you at the crib, it's not even like you just could chill. You got the album out. The album just came out.
Album just came out, so I was like,
How you feel though? Like like one thing I always said about French, I said French know how to work a record.
Yeah.
Like you get a record, and if that's the one,
yeah,
you will make sure that shit hit #1.
Exactly.
But now you kind of limited.
Yeah.
How does that work with like your album being out? Like you put a lot of work into this.
Yeah, definitely, man. I was supposed to drop on my birthday, but now it's like nowadays when music get outdated, especially for me, listening to the same thing, I just couldn't hear it no more. I want the world to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's ready. But I also, I also believe in, I also believe in that thing when they say make 100 million over 10 years and make it all 1 year. So I'm not looking at it as, even though the album just went gold, 2 days out.
How does that work? You have to explain a lot of things.
You know what I'm saying? The album just went gold. So me doing that, it just led to something else. But back to what I was saying, I don't mind the album doing what it's supposed to do little by little. I don't need the whole pot. Just give me piece by piece for now. You know what I'm saying? So I know, but I knew the music was the money train.
Yeah.
Because once niggas hear the music, I'm like, all right, cool. He got a good product. Because everything comes back to the music. All the gap, somebody could do a million of these interviews, which everybody that dropped the same day, this is probably my only interview. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that dropped that day is everywhere. Saturday Night Live, there's all kind of nice shows. Yeah. So everybody got the cheat code. I'm chilling. I'm only gonna do this. And I'm only doing this and my album's already gold in 2 weeks. I mean 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So, God is good.
So let's get into the album a little bit. This is how I listen to it, right?
Yeah.
I'm a side A type of dude.
Yeah.
So you got two sides, side A, side B.
Yeah.
Me, I always said I like mixtape French. I like when French really rapping. I don't like I mean, he be having some singles that go hard in the club, but I like them shit over some nice soul samples. I like when Harry Fraud cook up some crazy beats.
Definitely.
That's what I want. So it felt like he was trying to satisfy people like me, but also side A felt a little popish.
Yeah, side B.
Yeah, side B. Like, was that by design?
Yeah, it's by design because Unforgettable, I started that sound. So I wanted to capitalize on it and let people know there's a whole nother genre of music that's in Africa that people ain't opening their eyes to. So after I did Unforgettable, I saw a lot of fake Unforgettables out there.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you feel like you get enough credit for like pioneering, because you did it the best? Obviously, this song is like the biggest song with that sound. Yeah. But it's kind of like a formula now, right?
Yeah.
Like make something that's kind of like ethnic or something like that with that type of sound. Yeah. And just go.
Yeah, exactly. Just because you got an Afro beat and you go to Africa to shoot it, you're not French Montana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I lived there 14 years. I was born there. Like, you're not, even though you could take my idea and go do it over there, it's not gonna work for you the same. You know what I'm saying? I know where to go. Like, and another thing is, people go over there and they take. They don't give. And that's what's been happening in Africa since Africa been Africa, motherland. You know what I'm saying? Mothers always give.
Break that down. What you mean? Like people go over there and just take.
People go over there and take the culture, take everything, and they don't give nothing back. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I made sure when I went there, I got all them 20 kids got visas. I took them from dancing on the street to dancing in front of 200 million people. They all on tour. You know what I'm saying? We went over there to a hospital that only had 2 rooms with 56 villages. That mothers and kids didn't even have no health care. We opened up a hospital for 300,000 people. The whole Uganda area all got health care. I told them just whenever a baby's born, send me a picture. It wasn't for no money. It wasn't. Shout to Global Citizen and Mama Hope. They helped us do it. Now every mother.
Is that some label stuff that they kind of?
Nah, that was me. Money out of my pocket. That I'm not getting no money from. That's not a non-profit organization. You know what I'm saying? So we did that. You know what I'm saying? We got them a crib over there that they gotta maintain. And like I said, whoever went and shot videos there, I'm not saying they didn't help, but after the video, you don't see them back in Africa, right?
Yeah, that's true, and that might be one of the reasons why your record felt so organic and it went further.
Yeah,
like
it's almost diamond.
Exactly. There's other records that got the sound, but they didn't do as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, Unforgettable it saved me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going through a lot of obstacles in my life after Chinx and after Max and after that whole thing collapsed on us, and it kind of saved me. It was like one of the first time that I saw people that was happy with nothing, that was rich in heart, and it kind of like fucked my head up because we got everything we want and we're not satisfied. And it's just like we always want more and more, and Instagram ain't making it no easier.
how did that record come about? Because I heard mad different stories about it.
Yeah.
I heard French stole the record. I heard, French had the record and nobody wanted it. He was the one that put it out. Because I do believe there's French Montana sauce.
Yeah.
Like when you get involved with something and then the records you kind of put together, despite who's on it or how it's presented, the execution is usually done right.
Exactly.
And in terms of having a hit record, execution is always needed to be at a certain level.
Exactly.
Like, how'd that come about?
The record came about, Jeremiah had played it for me. I guess he was working on it with Sway. I said, I love this record. Then we hollered at Sway and them. We got the business right. And we put the record out. And I kind of had leaked it on my birthday, being thirsty. So I had leaked it for my fans. Then everybody that heard the record even one time was like, this is it. So we just chased it. I mean, me coming from the independent route and the mixtape route, I knew that a record is a brand new record once you shoot the video.
Even despite the leak.
Yeah. I mean, once you drop, and the record wasn't mixed, it wasn't right, it wasn't. So we went back in and cooked it up, like you said, executed right. Because it's like you said, when me and you was talking earlier, you said even though you had the 800 million hits on Spotify, because you got records that live forever.
Yeah.
So me just thinking, even about my archive, it's like, you don't think that Marvin Gaye wanted let's get it on his archive? Forget about the money, forget about everything. I wanted that record in my archive. Like, one day when I'm not here in the far future, that I want people to go in there and be like, he made this record. When you look up French Montana on iTunes or Spotify, wherever you go, you see Unforgettable.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I wanted to leave behind. And that's why that record was so special.
So side B, with like the influence kind of from that. You got records with Post Malone. You got a record with City Girls. I love the joint with Sway and Breezy.
Yeah.
Like, which is your favorite joints off of either side, and also like, what's the record you think gonna go? Because I think you got one of the best ears.
Yeah.
Not only for beats, but like when it's the one.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I think the one with Chris Brown, Sway Lee, because people was waiting for that collaboration again, and me and Chris Brown got a lot of records, but I was waiting just for the right record for me and him to connect on, so we can make it count. And it got that unforgettable feel to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this one is done right because we're gonna shoot the video right, and it's gonna be a movie. And on the other side, my favorite one is I love that
think
whole
the intro is nasty, man. You be bodying the intros, yo.
Intros.
Like, the intro game is nasty.
I might be number one with the intros in the game, man.
Hey, you up there. You up there. Hey, this is what, and I asked you before, because you see it all the time.
Yeah.
If I'm posting, like, the album cover or the track list, everybody be like, yo, man, French always got a bunch of features. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he be just throwing features all over the place.
Yeah.
What's your response to that?
I mean, I have another 20 mixtapes. Tell them go look them up. See, all these fans became French Montana fans after Unforgettable. You want to listen to the song Me by Myself? Go listen to Shot Caller. Go listen to Don't Panic. That's a single too. Go listen. I Ain't Worried About Nothing. I just named 3. Then go listen to the other 20 mixtapes that's out. I mean, but it's like, when they ain't talking. I mean, even Superman, they didn't feel bad for him till he fell off the roof. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard for people to see somebody winning, and they need an excuse why you winning, and they're not winning. You know what I'm saying? And that all be haters, but real people know that I wouldn't survive in the game this long.
Yeah.
And most of the time when I'm on a feature, I'm helping the song.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that structured the whole song.
I always wondered how that worked, especially for your album. You got Post, you have Drake, like your budget either gotta be through the roof, or they like how does that even
but that's why my music always come out the way it does, because everyone that's on the album is me and Drake knew each other for 10 years.
So is he hit you with like a crazy price?
No, I'm saying nobody charged me. We just swap.
Yeah.
Chris Brown was like one of my best friends. Max B, Chinx.
Yeah.
I mean, Juicy J, me and Juicy J and the whole 3-6 Mafia did a mixtape 10 years ago. It's called Cocaine Mafia. Go look it up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's there. That's why the energy. When I'm in the studio, there's always rappers there. I'm not one of the rappers that's gonna take one of my friends off the record just so I can have a full album just me by myself. What point am I proving?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not proving no point because I know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I could do. Like I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? That I'm gonna make hits. I'm confident that I'm gonna be in this game forever. Like until I decide I want to get out of it. Now, it's not in a cocky way. I just love music, and when I go on vacation, I find myself in the studio. I study music. That's how I got where I'm at. I made it out of Africa, my guy.
Yeah.
Then I had to come to the South Bronx to make a rap and made it out of there. Like, what can you tell me?
Your records
A
too.
feature?
Your records
I
too.
feel like Allen Iverson practice.
Exactly. I feel you on that. I feel you. Now, they be trying like, I think it's a way to downplay like your accomplishments, right?
Yeah.
So they'll think about they'll say unforgettable. They'll be like, yeah, it's about to be diamond, right? But you know what they say? They'll downplay and be like, yeah, that's Sway's joint.
Yeah, but Sway had it before me.
They'll give the credit to the feature.
But Sway had it before me, and he dropped Guatemala right after that. Why that didn't go diamond? No disrespect to Sway. That's my brother. When French Montana's on the record, it's French Montana record. Give me my credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is what it is, and it goes with every other record that I dropped that was a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you feel like you don't get enough credit because, again, we were talking about it. The streaming numbers came up.
It's just, look, it's what I'm saying.
The numbers is there, but I don't know if niggas give it up.
Yeah, I ain't dropped nothing in 3 years, bro, besides like 3 or 4 records. You know what I'm saying? Look at other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, they at the peak of their career right now. And then I even half of where I'm at.
Yeah.
I ain't dropped no music, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's life. When people found out I'm in the ICU, I got more love than I've ever got with all my accomplishments. What's that going to show you?
You know, they said like, yo, dead rappers get the best promotion.
Exactly.
Like, I think
I'm cool with it. When my brother Max B was out, fuck this nigga, he's a clown. Why he always dragging niggas through the mud so he this. Bro, when he went into jail, everybody's wavy.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you kind of feel like certain people reached out that you probably felt like wouldn't even reach out before?
Bro, it's the corniest shit ever, bro. Because you got somebody that don't even call you or FaceTime you or even try to come and see you, but got the best caption. With your picture on it, the best caption. Oh my God, this can never happen to my brother. I'd be like, yo, yeah. I'm checking my phone. Yo, you got my number. Call me first, then post. Niggas like, nah, I remember back in the days when I first met him, he showed me nothing but love, this and that. I haven't got one text from him. I didn't even get a beat. They didn't even send a message through a message.
Damn.
It's just like, the best captions though. Like, you could tell they spent 12 hours. They didn't spend 12 seconds to call me.
Shit. So like, do you look at all of that and then...
But I've been through all this though.
So what I'm saying.
Like Max B locked up. Everybody stopped talking to him the second year. I might be the only one that still talk to Max, and he always say that. Once niggas found out he won his appeal, now everybody's on his dick. Bro, real people is gone. You know what I'm saying? You could teach somebody how to be real, then it's gonna be an act after that. Just hand them a Grammy with it.
How you keep real relationships in the fake industry then?
You just gotta, people you smoke weed with.
It seems like some people really fuck with you though.
Yeah, people you smoke weed with is not the same people you go to beef with. People you go to beef with is not the same people you go to dinners with. People you go to dinners with, not the same people you get money with. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn how to separate your friends and know their position, you can't be mad at somebody because you got beef with niggas down the block, and that's the nigga that's do all your networking on social media. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take everybody for what they is, and if somebody show you their picture, believe it. Don't force them to be nothing, then you'll never be in a bad predicament in your life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And always be you, 100%. And it's like that. Then you understand me, I understand you. Now you 100. Because whatever you do, I love you for doing it. And I'm not gonna have you do no other shit. So with me, you 100. That's how I look at it.
So you don't gotta play the politics game. Like even when you making this on, like you put Drake on No Shopping or on actually No Stylist when he's talking about Ye. You got a relationship with Ye, but it's also Drake. Remember, Drake was mad at Ye because Ye allowed somebody else to do something on the track he produced. Did anyone ever come at you like that? Like, yo, damn, friends, like, yo, you let somebody else diss me on your track?
Yeah, usually it happens like that with me, right? Because if I fuck with two people at the same time,
I be thinking you be gassing them up in the studio, like, yeah.
Nah, but I wasn't with Drake when he did that. And if I was, you know, I might have said something, I might not. But usually how it happened with me, because if I'm solid with both, usually if something like that was to happen, the other dude would be mad at me, right? Then me and the other dude would get the argument. Then now I don't talk to that dude because he mad at this time with you. Now, how am I supposed to feel when both of y'all talking now?
So you try to not pick sides. You stay out of it.
You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to feel? Because now me and you get into some real shit because you mad at that dude. But now when y'all talking, how am I supposed to feel? Now both of y'all is my best friend. Now I just jumped in some shit because you was mad at him. And now y'all best friends. How am I supposed to look at you?
Yeah, make you look weird. I feel weird.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're beefing with somebody, keep your beef with that person. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at somebody because he knew somebody before you. He ain't do nothing to me. Fix your problem with him. And if you can't fix it with him, then don't be mad at me because you're my dog too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring that energy around with me. Respect me for that.
I fuck with it. Hey, you mentioned Max. One of my other favorite joints on the album is a joint with Max and Chinx. And you know, we lost Chinx a couple years back. But for that record, for you to put that record together, like it felt like a moment. And also felt like brand new vocals from Max.
Yeah.
And
it is brand new vocals.
How? Like,
it's brand new vocals.
And then the Chinx verse, I'm like, damn. How's that relationship, whether with his like family, you know, like I feel like sometimes people forget. You're one person, you never let people forget Max, and definitely never Chinx.
Yeah, I mean, I always keep him you know, every album. I mean, they was part of my career. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it used to be 4 of us. 5. Me, my little brother Zach, he in Africa right now. He just got deported to Africa. He'll be back soon. He's fighting it. Chinx, he died. Max doing 75 years in jail. My nigga Penthouse P doing 30 years in jail. So I'm the last of the Mohicans left out of all 5 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me going through what I just went through kind of even felt more weird. It happened on Chinx's birthday when I was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? When my album dropped, it was Chinx's birthday and Max dropped that same night. And we ain't playing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Chinx's birthday was like the day before, but it was all the same week. You know what I'm saying? So the way God working right now, it's just like, you know, that power out. You know, and you know, I'm here for a reason, for another chapter. And as far as Max, all those vocals is new. Even the shit on his album. How he doing it, I don't know. Maybe he called somebody in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But all that shit is new. Chinx, as far as his family is straight. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, with Chinx, you know what I'm saying, when he wanted a new car, I was the one there. When he wanted to move his family out the hood, I was there. I never made $1 off Chinx. Except for this one chain he had gave me that I was keeping the safe deposit box. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All I ever did, even with New York, bro, I don't get enough respect for it. All these new artists, bro, who they go to when they want to feature so they could step it up, like from the Shmoneys to come on, bro, like the list goes on. Who does that for New York? There's no, you know what I'm saying? I started doing it so people start jumping on it and doing it, bro. All that. You know what I'm saying? All I did was help people elevate. Once you brush shoulders with me, is either you're going to get this or get that. You know what I'm saying? And people still will hate on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's probably somewhere you ain't gonna get the credit until like
exactly. So for now, you know, I just gotta keep moving and brush it off.
All right. So what are your expectations for that album?
I just wouldn't go.
I mean,
and we're about to announce it right now. Right now, we're about to go to look at this.
So it's going up. Yeah. So albums just one go, but you can't really do anything. You might change up it because you say you were doing a hectic like performance and shit like that, like, all over the place.
Yeah.
You might slow down when it comes to touring on appearances.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, right now I can't do nothing until 4 weeks from now. Then I get back to the doctor and he tell me what I can do. But right now, I'm, you know, bro, I just left ICU. Like I can't move until the doctor once I go back in 4 weeks. That's why this one right here is personal. This one right here, everybody gonna, you know what I'm saying, rip out whatever they want. And I just gotta wait. Bro, I never turned down $1. If somebody hear me turn down $1 in the last 20 years, they're a liar. When I turn down as much money I just turned, I wake up sweating. Middle of the night. My new name is Keep Sweat. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you just gotta think about it. When you stop, everything stop.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Rest in peace, you know, Stack, Chinx, everybody, bro. Like, the list is like, it's about to be more dead rappers than rappers alive.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like before, they were talking about the 27 Club.
Yeah.
And it's like rappers who died at 27. But Juice WRLD even had a lyric where he said, like, we're not even making it past 21 these days.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's just kind of crazy. But switching gears, I heard a crazy rumor, man.
Right.
I gotta have you confirm it.
Yeah.
This can't be true.
Yeah.
That Akon gave you a fake ass watch or something like that?
Man, yeah, for my birthday.
For real?
Yeah, it made me close my eyes.
Stop it. For real.
Wallahi.
Wait, your last birthday, like some way back shit.
When I first got in the game, that shit kind of hit me. I was like, I hope the rap game ain't like this.
Wait, how'd you figure it was a fake watch?
Because I guess he probably had some other artists that never had real jewelry. So I just took because he had give me a U-blow, so it wasn't iced out. And you know, like I like shit with diamonds on it. So I just took it to my jeweler. I was like, yo, can you switch this for me? Akon gave it to me for my birthday. He looked at me and was like, what you mean? Akon did not give you this, my guy. That's what you trying to get me. My jeweler looking at me like, you trying to get me? I'm like, nah, I swear to God. So I'm like, yo, it's either my jeweler playing with me or Akon made a mistake. So I just called him. Shout out to Akon, by the way. That's my guy. I'm still waiting for that. For
the real one?
Yeah, for the real one. So I'm like, yo, Con, my jeweler saying this shit is fake. Say it ain't so. He was like, what? He was like, yo, let me call the jeweler that gave you that shit. And he was like, let me call you right back, because he gave me a couple of them like that. Let me call him. Yo, I ain't hearing from him about that watch since that day. I'm about to saw him in Dubai one day. I'm like, yo, where's the real one?
Yeah.
I got you, man. You crazy? I got you. And Akon don't get drunk.
Yeah, so he didn't forget.
And so if you seen him in the club stumbling, that was Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
So he's smart. He's very smart. And you know, I'm still waiting for the real one. But shout out to Akon, man. He's one of the first people to give me an opportunity, you know, and even though it didn't work out the way it did, you know, but the part that killed me when he said close your eyes and put it in my hand. Yeah, I was like a girl like this. I remember shout out to Job, his old manager. He was like, I would check that if I was you.
Yeah.
So he kind of gave me a little warning.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So the next day,
Akon get mad rap, man. I mean, like, did you ever think you'd make it this far? Like, just like even back to the Cocaine City DVDs. Like, did you ever think you'd make it this far?
Honestly, you know, I mean, I kind of did. You know, but I kind of like, I was scared more on the lifestyle I was living, more than the music. The music, I knew I had it. Kind of going through all the obstacles and seeing people around you just disappear for no reason and some with a reason, and it's just like, you don't know if you're gonna stumble across. You know, it's like you playing lottery every day. You know what I'm saying? And like going to trial with Max or seeing Chinx get shot in front of the same hookah spot that we could have been at, not knowing in that time frame where Chinx got shot, if they was coming for me or not. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was just so close to each other. You didn't know what was what. And Chinx was with security that was armed that night. You know, so it's like it doesn't matter. You got a gun, you don't, this and that. If somebody wants you, it's like the president got shot. You know what I'm saying? And we right in the middle of the concrete jungle because we outside with it. We're not one of them rappers that, you know, rap and go hide somewhere. Like if you go out, 9 times out of 10 you will see us in the club. Especially them times we was in Connecticut.
Yeah.
It was a wild time. Like we went through a wild decade, more than that, of just wilding out. I was more scared of that, of the lifestyle we was living, getting us out of here, than making music. Music, you know, I was Grammy nominated for a beat that I did for Kanye before I was Grammy nominated for even my own music. Once you get me in the studio, just get out of there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get you something.
Yeah, I feel like there was a because I've been watching for a long time. I feel like it was a branding change. It was you seen the Coke Boys, French, Mad Hood. It just seemed like, yo, these niggas just on some Kodak Youngboy shit.
Yeah.
Just uncontrollable. They bring the violence to the club.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now, and then after a while, it's like, yo, start seeing you in LA, start seeing the Kardashians, and I was like, oh shit, it's like a brand change going on right here.
Yeah, I mean, I love when artists show growth. Because I'm growing with my fans. And in real life, the fans that was listening to me was doing what I was doing. And now they grown men just like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm making music for them. I'm growing with them. I'm showing them what to invest your money in. I'm showing you how this is gonna go. I'm showing you through my own experience through music. That's why I'm in love with artists that make music about their life. That's what I was in tune to with Biggie Smalls, with Tupac, with, you know what I'm saying? Like even if you talk about anybody that's rapping about what they live, when I see them, that's that car. When I see them, that's that girl. When I see them, I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love buying into to an artist, not somebody that's gonna give you false information. You know what I'm saying? A fake prophet that read books that might not. That's why sometimes I try not to read too much because the people that be writing that thing, their knowledge is limited to a certain thing. Like when I read 36 Strategies of War, I knew more than that. Like when I read 48 Laws of Power and Beware the Pale White Horse and all them shits, like I knew more than what that book had because it was of my own experiences and us just living that life. You know what I'm saying? We was always living everything. That's why it hit me more, and I know how to move through certain situations better because I went through it. You know what I'm saying? But these artists, that's why you lose so many of them because they didn't start living that life until they got a record deal. When you just get a record deal, you're gonna be in a room with drug addicts. That's why Puff, people can't last with him because he's really a rock star. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people when they get on my bro, they become Puff. And when Puff pull that rug away from them, you see them in that corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just everybody that get that money, that's the first thing you start doing. You get stressed out, too much work, this and that. You start leaning on liquor and drugs. And before you know it,
How's your relationship with Puff these days? Because he's the one he brought you over to Epic, right? Through
yeah,
Bad Boy and everything.
yeah.
How are you guys' relationship now?
Um, Puff, Puff is like a big brother. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Puff, me and him relationship is like it's like right now there's like not even one hand I can count people I can ask for advice.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because, you know, I feel any kind of way about them people. I'm saying that because I'm not gonna listen to somebody that didn't go through what I went through for advice. And look at what my big homie going through right now. He's going through the worst turbulence of his life. I just saw him 2 days ago, and we just spoke about real shit for like 2 hours. But him going through all that kind of giving me the courage to push up what I'm saying, what I got going on.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a message for him because I'm the only one that he'll listen to because most of these people that be around you be around for money. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was fathomed with and just like with the reason how this guy is number one in the Forbes and he did not drop nothing since all the way out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No way out. I'm like, how? 10 years, still number one in the Forbes. How? How you do this? Oh, you're not gonna tell me? All right, I'm gonna stick around you. Let me learn from your moves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was that kind of it was that kind of hustle that was, that was pulled into. I just couldn't see myself sometimes not getting fed up with this for a couple of years and just taking a break, but still making more money than if I was rapping. So I was more like my eyes was more shot from that. Cause these rappers, you take away the mic in the studio, they go broke next month. They've been check to check.
So what you been doing outside of music?
A lot of things. A lot of things. You
Like
know what I'm
investing
saying?
and shit like that?
Yeah, a lot of things. Real estate. It's a bunch of things. One thing I'm not gonna do is tell these dudes so they can beat me to it.
I feel you on that. Do you think about like signing
You see
more
what they
artists?
did with me with Unforgettable? I told you.
Man, right on for the sauce. Hey, what's the problem?
They went there just because you got Unforgettable beat and you shoot your video in Africa, it's not unforgettable. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes just be watching. They act like they don't watch. If they watch you from their hair, they might look like us, smell like us, act like us, even try to taste like us, but they ain't us. Trust me, and you gotta learn that the hard way for you to stop telling people all your business. All you out there that's getting to the money, man, keep that shit in your house. Keep that shit like a boat, and everything else outside is the water. Don't let no water in.
Man. Well, I mean, now, all right, album out. You recovering, you getting better. Like, how's everything with even Like I feel like you kind of indie though. This is what I don't get the Epic part.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to ask with this.
Yeah.
Right. So like you over at Epic, I feel like you're like your own machine. Like when French is pushing a record, it feels like it's like its own wave with
but there's a whole machine behind me though that people don't see, that don't want to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my whole management team. They kind of bigger than the label for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the label, they have no love to what they doing. They come in there 9 to 5, they give you a fake smile, they do whatever they do in that building, and they walk out. Once they get home, they're not even talking. You think anybody that working at a label gonna walk in their house and have a conversation about Montana album? Never. No, probably never. You know what I'm saying? So I got a team full of savages that they do it from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Sal, shout to Dina. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Cam's over there. You know what I'm saying? Even from the family to Ayub to everybody, like everybody's there to help. And when it's time to go, it's go time. It's 24 hours. Like no sleep. Like we call each other 2 in the morning. Like, yo, what we doing? What we gotta call? We waking niggas up 3 in the morning. Oh, he didn't pick up, go to his house. You know what I'm saying? Then just like it's like a whole different thing.
Hey, put us on game real quick. I'm gonna ask you a couple quick ones that I just seen randomly online.
Yeah.
Put us on game. What the fuck is the 10 snipe commandments? I seen you put it up before. I heard you mention it.
It was
Drake mentioned it.
10 snipe commandments is the 10 rules, like the 10 crack commandments that Biggie did.
Yeah.
But Drake gave me it for my birthday. So it's this 10 rules that we made when it come to girls in Hollywood. And I'm gonna send you a picture so you can post it. So nobody should get mad after the 10 snipe commandments come out.
Yeah, you live by them?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like Six Flags, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta enjoy the rides, right? So once you get on the ride, until you splash, brother, he can't enjoy it. It don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some guys that deal with everybody in Hollywood, so you can't be mad if somebody go deal with that person and you stop talking to them because that was the old ride you got on, the Superman ride or the.
That never became. Most of the beefs that or the people that don't fuck with each other, sometimes behind the scenes, there's a woman in between. Somebody fuck with somebody.
I mean, look at Adam and Eve. Eve got us out of heaven. It became from the vintage life.
That between you and somebody else?
I mean, it's always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be there, but that's what we gotta come out with the 10 snipe commandments. You know what I'm saying? So
put some structure to it.
Yeah, you gotta put some structure so nobody can start, you know what I'm saying, tripping over, you know what I'm saying? Over no girls. But I just feel like it always happened. Every time there's an empire that went down, there's girls involved. Somebody kill you over a girl before he kill you over money.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's just the way life goes. And I feel like there's a lot of friendships that was built over years that got ruined over girls. There's, especially in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It's the worst place.
Hey, and real quickly too, because I seen this, I was like, yo, why is French getting sued by Waka's mom? You getting sued? What's up with that? Did you figure it out yet, or what is that about?
As far as Waka's mother, like I said,
she was a manager, correct?
Yeah, she was in the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning, she was helping me out. Yeah. Around the time when Nicki was with her and Gucci and everybody. So at that time, New York was not helping New York artists, right? That's when I dropped Chopper Down, this and that. Yeah. So I went down. That's when I did the mixtape with Cocaine Mafia. I did the mixtape with Waka Flocka. I did, all that down south music at that time mixed with New York flavor. I was just trying to not put myself in that box that everybody put themselves in. So I caught myself going to Atlanta. Shot to Deb. There's no love lost. You know what I'm saying? So everybody do business and go the opposite way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like at that moment in my career, I couldn't be in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I was, I was growing. And Nicki had left, I remember. Waka had left. Her own son had left. Gucci had left. Everybody left, and I was the only one stuck there. So when I signed with Interscope, I just went to LA to work on my this and that. But what I did do, when I got my advance, I don't do fucked up business. When I got my advance, here's your percentage. Deb, I love you. I want to go my separate way over here. Cool? All right, shake hands. Now, out of nowhere, I just see a lawsuit. She said, because I said something about her on the radio. I know that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And I got nothing but love for her. I'm just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Some people just, be holding grudges, this and that, but I don't hold no grudges, man. Like, you see why I'm at. I don't want nothing. I hold no hate or no stress over my body. I want to live a comfortable life. If there's a problem, we can solve it. That is what it is.
Hey, and just wrapping up here, yo. Do you think New York back? Because like again, you were talking about how New York was in a weird space. I feel like right now New York is back.
Yeah.
Whether you see, they got like New York drill going on.
Yeah.
You get, whether it's like you see A Boogie, you see Tekka. I feel like it's a wide variety of artists, and also like that little cliche of how New York had to sound. I think that's dead.
Yeah.
So I think it's back. What do you feel about it?
But don't you feel like I broke one of those rules?
I feel like
I was the first one to do it.
I feel like you extended your hand.
Me and Nikki was the first ones that went down south to blow. We was telling people, why do I have to sound like Shot Caller was the one that blew me up in New York.
Yeah.
And they wasn't playing it down south. Chop It Down was the one playing down south. So I kind of went and did both at one time. Nikki was driving mixtapes with Gucci. I'm saying, let's give Nikki her props. She was one of the first people to go down south and blow. Well, we kind of broke that barrier. Me and Nikki.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nobody else that did it. There was nobody going down south in New York making music. There's a lot of shit I don't talk about that I need to get my credit for. Nobody was realer than us. Nobody went through more real shit than us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give us our credit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all opened up the sound.
Bro, we
100%.
Bro, and not besides just that, real life. Who helped more people than us? You know what I'm saying? You got people going to jail for 6 months. There is riots and firework. Max be doing 75 years. What happened? What did I miss? This guy gonna die in jail if he didn't beat that pill, and the jail is gonna own his coffin. If he come out, I better see something happening. It better look like New Year's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like the Coke Boys, we had the, you know what I'm saying? The LS movement. It took my brother away from me. You know what I'm saying? We still here. These niggas ain't realer than us at all. They don't make better music than us. We done cracked so many codes and we still here doing it. I think the first Cocaine City was 2003. What year is it?
2019.
2020.
You know.
2 decades.
I know. It's a long ass time.
One album just did gold in 2 days. I ain't gotta say no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't just cocky. It's just, I'm speaking big facts.
So do you think sometimes you gotta vocalize that a little bit more? Because like,
Yeah,
you don't say niggas like it never happened.
Yeah, it's like, but at the end of the day, you're right. I do gotta, you know what I'm saying? Say it like it is. But I just never found myself in that space to having to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it should show people, like, if you smart, you smart. Like, you should know. Bro, nobody used a word more than wavy.
Max gonna get credit for a lot of shit. Actually, y'all early movement mayonnaise, like even that early singing shit that Max was on, niggas just took it and added a little bit more auto-tune to it, really. Did the same
That's
shit.
what Juice WRLD was doing. That's what everybody was doing. That's what everybody's doing now. Even to the South, Rowdy Rich and all that. Even everybody, bro. Max was the first one to do that. Me and him was doing Coke Wave. And they used to be funny because he would hit certain notes and go like this in the booth, and I just start crying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yo, because I wouldn't go that far, but he would go, and he just hold his hand, and you felt that pain from Max. You know what I'm saying? And his mother was, she recovered from a lot of things. He had like a Tupac life. You know what I'm saying? He was outside with it. He fought for his life. You know what I'm saying? With Jim, shot to Jim, me and him spoke. You know what I'm saying? We killed all that beef.
How was that conversation?
Nah, it became stupid. You know what I'm saying? It became stupid. Max doing 75 years. He's on with his life. I'm on with my life. Like, what we still beefing about? You know what I'm saying? We got, I remember Slow just passing me the phone with him on there. We just looked at each other like, yo. Like, what we beefing about? Max, he gave Max his paperwork. Max is dropping music. That's really what it was about. It was about Max getting his paperwork. And Max tried to feed his family. I mean, what you gonna do if you try to feed your family and somebody got you under contract?
You gonna act out.
You're gonna go crazy, right?
Somebody like stop.
And me just being his nigga next to him, I was in it regardless. So it wasn't really about me. And now that Max and, you know, well, shout out to Max. I can't wait for him to come home. I need to take like 3 years off. I can't wait because he gonna shut this shit down.
You ever felt hopeless? Like a little bit like, yo, man, you might not get out because I remember you just rapping to say you got 75. And I'm like, damn, like.
Shout out to Kim Kardashian. She's definitely helping to try to get him out.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to her. I mean, he already beat his appeal, so he's supposed to be coming home soon.
Yeah.
Oh, when he come home, judgment shall be condemned, my brother.
So 2020 is coming up.
He said his first album is gonna be a four disc.
Yeah, Max used to be just dropping mad shit. Like he was ahead of the game in terms of putting out a lot of shit.
See, a lot of people didn't give my brother his credit, right? Because a lot of people wasn't there next to him to witness this shit happening, right?
Yeah.
I tell everybody, and sometimes I don't even tell people, when this man come home, it's gonna be all hell loose when this man come home, because he don't hold back, and his music. And him just being in there for all that time, they just...
It ain't beat down the spirit, though, did it?
Nah. He act like I'm locked up when I speak to him. That's how Max is. Like, he was stuck in his deal and all this shit, and he was still making the best music. This man is doing 75 years, and I speak to him, he act like I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? You know his laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I want Karuchi when I come out. Yo, she's nice, young and tender. I'll be like, yo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, keep my boy going. But his spirit is beyond rich. You know what I'm saying? Wherever he at, he did 7 years before he caught that 75 years, so he know how to bid. And inshallah, he come home. And this time he come home, you know, his mind gonna be, there's gonna be one last wave. It's gonna point break. One last wave, look at it.
I feel it.
Niggas gonna get electrocuted coming next time.
Shit. My last question, because we about to get into 2020 now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you see that year for you, musically, career-wise, and just life-wise? You know, because you seem like you're in a very positive space.
Yeah, it's a new chapter. I feel like it's a new chapter. I feel like this is about to be my biggest year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I'm doing it like from a comfortable space. I'm not making my decisions because I'm running out of time. I'm not making my decisions because, you know, I'm doing it from a comfortable space, and that's scary. Very scary. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're gonna see what this shit gonna bring, but I'm focused like I never did before. Especially going through what I just been through. It definitely wakes you up. Never count money from next week. So we ain't even gonna talk about it.
That's a good saying. Don't be counting money that ain't good man, right? Yeah. Don't count your eggs before they
right? And all my fans, I love you for free. You know what I mean? You know, I'm around like a donut. Appreciate you.
My man, listen, Montana album out now.
And look, the album is gold. Look up here. The album is gold. Play that clip.